Hi, it's Nicola from Beauty Flash and Victoria from Dermalogica. Today we're going to be speaking about Dermalogica's newest product, which they brought out. It is the Invisible Physical Defence SPF 30. So Vicky, I understand that it's a physical skin defence. What does that actually mean?
Good question.
Thank you.
So a physical sunscreen, or it might be called a chemical-free sunscreen. So Invisible Physical Defence SPF 30 is an invisible sunscreen. So it's designed for sensitive skin.
Right.
Typically, if you have a more sensitive skin, you would look for a chemical-free SPF. I think, though, it doesn't necessarily mean that your alternative, which is a chemical sunscreen, is bad. So we have lots of chemical sunscreens within the Dermalogica line. So it's just that they work differently. So, for example, a chemical sunscreen works by absorbing UV light, transforms that into heat, which is released through the tissues. For most people, that's fine. It's not a problem. I think if you've experienced any issues with chemical sunscreens, you know about it. You might get prickly heat or kind of irritation.
So uncomfortable, isn't it? Especially in the face as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So then you would need to look for a chemical-free alternative, which is your physical sunscreens. And physical sunscreens work by almost like deflecting the light. So they sit on the surface and kind of the light bounces away. So it's more of like a physical shield. So that's the kind of key difference.
Perfect. So there may be more chemical-free ones. Leave that white cast, especially the kids' sun creams. Does this leave that?
No.
Perfect.
So I'll show you on your hand if you want to try some.
Yeah.
So let's pop a little bit on there. So if you want to blend that in.
Okay.
So with regards to physical sunscreens, they traditionally do leave that white cast, as you said, and they can be really hard to blend. So that's even more of an issue the darker your skin tone is as well. So hence the invisible part of the name. We've managed the kind of impossible feat of creating an invisible sunscreen. So you've blended that in. You should see that's completely gone. There's no white residue at all. And we've tried this on the darkest of skin tones, and it doesn't leave that kind of white or grey kind of look to the skin. So in here we're using ultra sheer zinc oxide. That's the actual physical sunscreen, and it defends against UVA, UVB as well as blue light. So it gives you a broad spectrum of defence against all of those kind of elements.
So is it suitable for any skin or anyone that wants a chemical-free defence, even for kids?
Yeah, absolutely. So all of Dermalogica SPFs are suitable to be used on the age of 6 months and up. And this one in particular, really good if you're looking for a chemical-free sunscreen, you have sensitive skin, and be confident that it is invisible no matter how dark your skin tone as well.
So when do we apply this in our skin routine, Victoria?
So with your Invisible Physical Defence SPF 30, it's the last thing for you to apply in your regimen. So you need to moisturise, do all of your steps up to your moisturiser, and then apply a generous layer of it. Unlike some of our other SPFs that are kind of moisturisers and SPFs all in one, this one shouldn't be mixed. So because it's a physical sunscreen, it needs to be layered onto the skin. And then you can go ahead and apply makeup afterwards.
That was my next question.
If you want to. But obviously if you are out and enjoying the sun and being out in the sunlight, then we apply every couple of hours to keep the skin protected.
Brilliant.